This is a full view. Welcome back. Now, Impala Bafokeng Platinum Mineworkers out in Rustenburg in the northwest have vowed not to return to work until all their demands have been met. The workers were expected to report for duty on Sunday for their night shift when the mine reopens from the December holidays. However, they say they will not go underground until mine management withdraws suspension notices that have been issued to some employees for their alleged involvement in the 3-day sit-in during December. SABC News reporter Hasina Gori is at the mine and joins us live for an update. Hasina, it's over to you. Please take us through some of the developments that have taken place today. All right, it looks like our reporter Hasina there is basically... All right, let's go back to Impala. Hasina, can you hear me?
Thousands of Impala Bafokeng mine workers have gathered here in protest. If you'd remember correctly, during the December period, these same workers, 2,500 to be correct, staged a sit-in in the mine for 3 days. They were calling on the mine management to ensure that monies that were owed to them was paid out. Their complaints is that the mine was bought over by Impala Mines in last year sometime, and over the last 5 months there have been no clarity on pension funds as well as the employment equity scheme that was the shares that were meant to be paid in dividends to these workers here. They claim that they've been speaking with the union, the National Union of Mine Workers, as well as with the mine management to get some answers. However, no responses were given. They staged that sit-in. However, that stage-in was brought to a halt after 3 days as many of them were facing hunger as well as poor conditions underground in those shafts. They, however, then came up and the mine shut down for the festive period. The mine is expected to reopen tonight with the first shift going underground at 8 p.m. However, these workers have been staging this protest since yesterday, saying they will not return below the ground until their issues are heard and that they are given a hearing to. We've also seen the National Union of Mine Workers also coming out into this community since yesterday, saying that they're trying to mobilize these workers to return to work because there will be serious repercussions should they not return back into the mines. The mine management allegedly has warned that if the workers do not return, that the mine could face a shutdown. I'm going to bring in some of the workers who have gathered here. Thank you so much for speaking to us here today. Can you tell us first, why are you here today?
Loko hilani lava mali ya masheza ina nga lahleka hileka mali ya masheza nga lahleka hi bataliwa nga swona loko se hilani wona vanhu lava tereka hinkwavo lava i makama la masheza loko va nyika mali hi ya ntirhweni nyamuntlha a ku na lexi nga fasa loko za va nyika mali hina yi chotako a NUM yi fambisanga kahle ntirho wa hina se hi lava mali loko za va nyika mali hina ya ntirhweni a ku na xitereka la hi la ku dlayana hi la ku limazana la ku na lo nga dlayiwa lo a dlayiwa ka dlayiwa swa yena hi lava mali. Can you
tell us, were you one of those who sat underground last December? Were you also part of the protest?
Igameko ya mgodini ti 18 a hi kala xitreka a va hi tekela nga nhlokweni loko hi sungula xitreka hi famba ya khesemsini ye ya vuya hi president a rile masiku la hi nga report hi reporta ntirhweni hi vuya ntirhweni hi ti 4 hinkwenu hi report hi kala xitreka hi ti 5 a va hi hlamule se namu hi sungula ku yo hi landzelela swona se ya hi ncenga kwese kula wembutho un'wanyana wa anko la hi dlayana hi limazana.
Thank you so much. I want to bring in, we've spoken during the sit-in in December. We're now here again in January. Why are the workers here today? Let's start there.
We are here, of course, of what? The only thing that we need is our money of our shares. It's the tax that they give us 24,000. After 24,000, they deduct more money. So that is why we are here. And we are staying here, of course. The NUM does not work for us. The main problem, when the NUM are addressing on the media, they say that we are the people of Tesdorp, Basotho, Matosas. They are the cause of the strike. No, they talking lying. And also our president of Malipile, he talking lying. We have asked a meeting on August. we are at the region. When we were at the region, the vice deputy president, who I don't know him, but he know himself, his name, he said that he's going to call the meeting on the 28th of August, I think so, if I'm not forget. But he did not call it. Till now, we are waiting, and I want to tell that we are not going to go to work before we can get our money.
That's the sentiment.
They can do what they do. Even if they can close the gate, they're going to open it again.
Thank you so much. That's the sentiments we've been getting from many of the workers speaking here, frustrated, saying that they just want the monies that were due to them. We drove through the mine earlier, ahead of the opening today. However, it's completely empty. There is heavy security, private security that are guarding all the areas here. Police patrolling this area as well ahead of the expected reopening of the mines this evening. But as you heard from many of these mine workers saying that they will not be returning to the shaft this evening, that they will not go back to work unless their demands are being met. But for now, back to you in studio, Alicia.
Thank you so much. That is SABC News reporter there, Hasina Gori. She's at the Impala Bafokeng Platinum mine where workers are currently on strike. And as you heard from one of the workers, he says they went and, of course, did that strike action underground. And they stayed underground for 3 days. But when they realized that their pleas were not heard, they had to return above ground due to hunger as well. And since their demands has not been met, they vowed not to return to duty until mine management addresses those issues.